of time with these celebrities, what happens is, they have what they call it. They have they develop a cult of personality based off social media, people liking their pictures. So it's like, oh, I'll say this, say like, oh, I love my people. Next thing you know, you go on your Instagram, your following grows up to like 10,000. Then you're like, oh shit, my profile growing. Let me continue on this shit. Oh, here's an opportunity to walk out the fucking room and show them my solidarity to my people while also building my profile. Like, I don't, like, I put it like this, whether it's legit or not, whether niggas mean it or not, niggas' popularities are growing off of this shit. Like, whether we want, like, even if they're, like, that's what I'm saying. Even if you mean well, your bottom line is still growing if you're on the side of the pro-black shit and the anti-police shit. Your profile is growing. You're not going down. Any fucking body, if you pay attention, almost everybody's coming out saying the same fucking shit, and their fucking profiles are growing because of it. It's nobody's losing anything by coming out and doing what the fuck Kenny Smith said. If anything, Kenny Smith's followers is about to grow. It's going to be niggas who didn't know Kenny Smith who know him now because of this shit. It's going to be people who are casual basketball fans like, oh, the brother did that? Oh, all right, people, I'm going to follow him now. That's what niggas is doing, everybody.
But that's the whole point of it. You explained the whole point. People are paying attention to everything that's going on for real. So it's like you can appreciate it in a way, and I feel what you're saying, but I think he did
so you don't think
like,
nobody's playing to the crowd? Like, you think all these niggas, like, nobody's getting gassed up by their followers and their likes and their comments? Like, none of these niggas is getting batteries put in their back. But that's
of course,
all I'm saying.
And them niggas have the worst egos.
But at the same time.
No, there's nothing more lucrative than being on the. There's nothing more lucrative right now in society than being on the side of black victimization. There's nothing more lucrative right now. If you want to build your profile, tell me what's more popular right now.
I still don't question everybody that does that.
What's more popular than it right now?
Watch this.
Watch this. The hottest topic in this earlier.
Watch this. Watch this. Look. So you just brought up Jonathan Isaac, and you just brought up Jonathan Isaac being not standing for the national anthem. And then his reason behind not standing up for his reason behind not kneeling for the national anthem is because of his belief in God and like the Christianity and all that good stuff. Jonathan Isaac, not a recognizable name in the NBA for up until the bubble, had the second leading number of jerseys sold after he did that stance.
Because he did some uncommon shit.
That's after LeBron.
He's not doing what everybody do. He's standing out. Of course,
but you just
what I'm saying
no. Your point. I'm
using one nigga. I'm talking about all these niggas on TV. Everybody getting their profile. Everybody's shit is elevating. We talking about one nigga who did something different. I'm talking about all the niggas doing the same shit. All the niggas taking the same route, and they all benefiting. This nigga actually took a risk to go against the grain, and he actually gained popularity off that shit. Everybody else is doing the same shit. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's doing the same shit. He the only nigga that went against the grain. For the most part, he the only nigga that went against the grain, or one of the few. Everybody else is you saw that shit. All these niggas like is kneeling. He the only one who stood up.
But it's still kind of like a movement in a sense too, though. So they got to move together in numbers.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I feel like it's a lot of, in the past, it's been a lot of separation, or it's been a lot of one or two people do it, or three or four. And I don't know. I feel like it's positive because it's a holistic movement. Like, if everybody is on the same wavelength, then you a team. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I don't know. I like it. It's gonna be somebody that has to start it, and then people gonna have to follow.
They need the numbers regardless.
All right, well, this leads perfectly into our conversation as far as celebrities being leaders, because this sounds like y'all think that celebrities should be leaders, or we should look at them as leaders based off what y'all
you can't put those words in our mouths yet.
No, I said it sound like. I'm just saying that. Do y'all believe that celebrities should be leaders? Because I look at them like I feel like the average everyday man has a greater can do more than the average celebrity. A celebrity can do a gesture, they can do something that looks good, but what means more is your relationship with your everyday neighbor, how you treat every day. What's up, Alex? You look confused. What I say wrong?
I'm trying to wait and process what you're saying. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm
just saying the relationship between your everyday. If we as a community of people, if we together work in a level of camaraderie for the same goals, that is way more powerful than a celebrity doing a gesture. That's all I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's just some shit that make us feel good, where we can continue as a people to not be in camaraderie, But if the athletes come in camaraderie to represent us, the people, it's okay. But us, the people, we can still go around, do the same shit, support the same bullshit, the same negativity that causes destruction in our community. But when the athletes come out and they do something that represents us, then that we happy with that. But we won't come together for. I had a conversation where I said we'll come together to fight against some shit we don't like, but we won't come together for growth. We won't come together to build a better community for us as a people. I'm talking about the average, everyday person. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm talking about the average, common day, everyday Black person. If we came together with a common goal, that'd be way more powerful than a celebrity saying some shit to a nigga on TV. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't think celebrities.
Just let me clarify the question. When you say a leader, what exactly is what exactly do you mean by a leader?
People, us looking to them to speak for us, to represent us. They're looking for celebrities to speak for us, represent us like that, like we do now. We don't do that. We don't look to celebrities.
I don't know about that. Because I have a problem with the leader thing. I have a problem with that because anytime.
So before you continue, so you don't think that we as a people don't look to celebrities to speak for us or to represent us?
What do you mean, we as a people? We as Black people, or
hold on. We can say as a united. We can say anything. We can keep it Black, or we can just talk about as an overall American culture.
Well, the only reason why I asked that is the only reason why I asked for the differentiality in it is because of anytime we want to go. They want to talk about Chicago. White folks want to talk about Chicago. Oh, Black people killing people. They're asking, where are the Black leaders? Where are the Black leaders? There's nobody asking where are the white leaders when there are white folks gunning Black people down or doing whatever the fuck they're doing out this joint. I'm pretty sure y'all saw the video, the Kenosha joint, where you got this white dude out there joint just gunning people down and shit. But where are the white leaders? Where are the white leaders at with that? You know what I'm saying? I've never heard anybody say, where are the white leaders? Where are the white leaders? That's why I posed that question. As far as
nobody spoke on that shit for real either. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
because we always need somebody to represent.
Speaking for myself, I don't think.
So you do believe that we do need people representing us? Is what you're saying? That's what you said.
No,
right?
not all the time.
Speaking for myself, I don't think that I don't look at celebrities as our leader or my leader. I do think that they have a bigger platform. If you take you take 5 celebrities and you take 5 people that work at Target, the 5 celebrities are probably gonna have a little bit more pull than the 5 people that work at Target. That's just how the fucking society works right now. But I wouldn't say that they're leaders. But I do support them when they stand up for stuff like this. And to me, this should have been done. Michael Jordan should have did this shit. I was talking about this last time.
Right.
Michael Jordan, everybody loved Michael Jordan. White people love Michael Jordan. If he would have stood up and said, talk racial profiling and killing back then, I think that would have been fucking amazing.
He was scared.
I think there was no social media back then.
I don't think that the leaders, I think that they do have a bigger platform, though.
There was some leaders that tried to do that, though.
What was it on, like a repeat news cycle that it was today, though? As far as Michael Jordan?
Not at all.
I think it's a little different now.
Yeah, people were still reading newspapers back then to get news. Like
he was an icon though. He was one of the most popular people ever. Like he's the most recognizable person of that whole era.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It didn't even matter. He was the social media.
Think about The Last Dance. Think about how much footage they had of him in the fucking 80s. And
that shit was crazy too.
That nigga around everywhere he went. Like
clean footage.
He spoke out back then too.
That's what I mean, and it connects now because we're in the future. But you think about the shit back then, like that motherfucker was an icon. All them cameras, that's crazy. Yeah. Even those stories were like kept secret for this long, you gotta be fucking crazy.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with Paul. I don't think it's necessarily that we're saying athletes are our leaders or whatever, but they have a platform that they are able to lead. Just like I was talking about the Milwaukee folks. If Milwaukee didn't, if the Bucks didn't, sit down with anybody else, do anything or whatever, or if Toronto they was already planning or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? If folks who have the money and the power and the able to, they're able to do whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? They have the keys to the city, as they were saying earlier. You know what I'm saying? They're not. They may not necessarily be leaders, but they have that channel. They have that backdoor channel or whatever, where they can actually speak to somebody in power and get some shit done.
Speak to somebody in power for who though?
Yeah.
Who are they speak? Who are they representing when they're speaking to power?
Themselves
Like who
and the masses.
Are they speaking for their individual needs?
Yeah,
you don't think that,
but you gotta remember though that, like, what is it? Not I don't know the percentages, but I will say at least 95%. At least 95% for NFL, 95% for NBA are black people or people of color. You know what I'm saying? So I would expect them, with the money and the situation that they're in, they would stand up and speak against some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They may not necessarily
they got speak for you.
No,
look, they may not necessarily be the next
time.
Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or whatever, but they have the money and the power to say something and step up. They have channels. They have people they can talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're just in them times right now. Like athletes feel like they're just taking responsibility for some of that shit. Just like I don't know who said it earlier.
Lots of them are encouraging them to do this shit.
But you can direct.
Adam Silver said, "I encourage you niggas to do this shit." Adam Silver.
Yeah,
told them
but they don't have to do it though either. But that is like a salute.
So what's the conclusion? Do we see celebrities as leaders or not? Like, did everybody speak on it yet?
I don't think we should see motherfuckers as leaders, because it's a lot of simple-minded motherfuckers with a lot of people that have money behind them, certain agendas behind them. So
yep,
definitely not.
That's the main reason why.
Even if you look at the leaders that was like ahead of our generation, like goddamn, what's the fact? Why am I drawing a blank?
What, like we talking about like athletes?
No, like what's the niggas in New York? Goddamn, Jesse Jackson and
Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton.
Yeah,
I don't like either one of them, but go ahead.
They're so phony.
And if you think, just to your point, Randall, if you think about a lot of the superstars, even in the league, they really haven't grown up. They've been a star since they were 17. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you 17, you got a different perspective. You haven't really grown up as a man. And so I don't see them as my leader. But I do think that they have a bigger platform than I do.
Yeah,
I agree with
right.
that. And just I think like you were saying, because they still some young boys or whatever.
It's a dangerous
mentality. So they just know right from wrong, and you know what I'm saying. And you know right from wrong, and they're trying to speak up on shit. Just trying to speak up on the shit.
I don't even know.
And
if
I
they
appreciate
know
that.
No, they don't.
Remember,
they don't.
I was just gonna say, you know how Chuck said, Charles Barkley said way back when, he said, "I'm not a role model."
Yeah.
Like he was talking about for saying that shit, but I mean,
but he know right from wrong though.
Do we necessarily?
Oh no.
But still, that's what I'm saying. He makes his own decisions.
I mean, but what makes you assume that they know right from wrong? Like, what makes you assume that?
Exactly, that's an assumption because you put them in that light of a role model. Like
we just regular people. We as regular people know right from fucking wrong.
Now you come on, man. You know a lot of simple ass niggas out
here. We all
know a lot of
simple
simple
here.
niggas.
We just talking about Darius Geis. We just talking about Darius Geis, how he beating the shit out of women. We had no idea.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they always say money don't change you, money just exposes you or what have you.
Yeah.
Like literally, I have the access and I have the money to do whatever the fuck I want. Like,
well, that comes with the upbringing. So I assume niggas know right from wrong. Clearly, Darius came up on some bullshit or whatever the fuck.
Necessarily,
Corey, you sound like you
motherfuckers grow up in the church and be reckless.
Yeah.